Gemini, welcome back. It's Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. It's your weekly read, and we are using the Line Strider Tarot today. We'll also be pulling a couple of the Fairies Oracle cards, and as they are new to me, I'll be reading from the book. They're kind of complex and pretty great cards, but there's a lot of very useful text that I'm not going to memorize. So let's see what we have for you, Gemini. This is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placements, and it is a general read, so it may not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't sound like it's your life and your circumstances, then don't try to force that fit. There are many excellent readers on YouTube, and there are also lots of previous videos on the channel now. Maybe one of those is your message this week. It matters more when you hear the message than when I recorded it. Time is not linear, though we may sometimes feel that it is. What we have here for you, Gemini. Just a couple more for Gemini. A couple more cards for Gemini. Oh, a couple that want to fall. They're not falling yet, though. There we go. All right, let's see what we have for Gemini. So move these so you can see everything. There. All right, so we're starting out with the Page of Pentacles. This is about ambition and desire, the things you want. You're gathering your resources, you're gathering your thoughts, your energies, you're making plans to go after what you want. And you want what you want, no matter what anyone else says. The Page of Swords is coming in next, and this is in reverse. This is usually, you know, denoting curiosity and messages coming to you, answering queries that you have made. And the Page of Swords in reverse, however, shifts it up a bit, and it talks about, you know, a manipulative energy, manipulator, a deception perhaps, a situation where it's all talk, no action. This could be, you know, kind of a statement on where you're at presently. Like you have this plan to go forward, but right now it's all in the mental space. It could be that what you desire is perhaps deceptive, not what you thought it was. And there's a phrase I'm thinking of, and I can't think of it. Castles made out of clouds, right? So it's not really there. What you've been planning to go after doesn't exist. It only appeared to exist. That's a possibility. Could have nothing to do with this first card, but let's see what we have here. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is an energy of recovering, improving. You may have been in a state of insecurity about your financial situation, and now you are starting to feel better about that. It could be that you went after an opportunity that appeared to be a really good, solid bet, and it didn't end up being what you thought it would be. It didn't develop the way you had hoped, and so you were feeling like you'd lost out on something. It didn't produce the results or the financial gain that you had hoped it would. I say that because the swords are about thinking and analytical matters, you know, really being in your head, being logical, practical. Pentacles about, you know, your financial security, your physical security, and here we're seeing that you're starting to feel better about that aspect of your life. You're starting to feel that it's recovering. So whatever this is, maybe it was a bad investment, maybe it was a job that you thought would bring more money, but it didn't actually end up working that way. There's a change, an inevitable change that needs to be made here, but you're delaying it. When the Death card is in reverse like this, that tells me that you're afraid to change something. Things are starting to stagnate a little bit because you are holding on to something that needs to be let go. And I don't know what that is. If that relates to if that relates to this card, in that you were trying for a really long time to make it turn profitable and you finally realized that you needed to let it go, but not before holding on to it a little too long. Or it could be forward looking. There could be something about your present reality that needs to shift and change, a necessary end to make way for a beginning, but you're afraid of it, so you're holding back. The World card tells me that this week you start to move toward making that change, because this is you delaying the inevitable, really. It's a change that has to happen, and you're delaying it. But you can't stop it. It's going to happen. Things will change. And the World is about a completion, usually a happy one, a culmination, a fulfillment of a possibility or a potential. And the Six of Pentacles is about generosity. So you're sharing your time, your money, your emotional support with others. You're bringing things into balance here. You see this bird has little balances there. Like it's a reflection of the Justice card. You know, the karmic balance, everything coming into line, and there's an element here of having enough to share. So you've gone from feeling a state of poverty, as if you are, you know, without resource, to a state where you feel you have enough to share with others, whether that's time or money or support or whatever it is. So that's a good thing. I think you're moving in the right direction here. You're starting to clear out misconceptions. You're starting to get beyond situations that are deceptive. Although you're delaying a necessary change, you're moving toward it, and it will happen. This culmination, this completion. Let's take a look at the fairies. I'm just going to give them a shuffle, and then we'll take the one on the top and the one on the bottom. Looks like a pretty interesting week. I don't see, you know, major fireworks this week for you. I just see you solidifying this move, this shift, this change that you've been making, that you've been working on. I can never read the script, so we'll have to look in the book, but I think it's Nick the Neuromancer, perhaps. It's number 42. And you have the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Also a lovely card here. Number 21. 42 and 21. Let's look those up for you, Gemini. Number 42, Mick the Myomancer. So I got the letters wrong there, but Mick the Myomancer is about small clues, details, the messages everywhere, and patience. So, attention to details is important at this time. Little things are not only important in themselves, but they also give you important information about larger things. Look for the inner hidden meaning in ordinary objects, happenings, and experiences. Life is trying to teach you something by speaking to you gently. With luck and application, you will get the message before it has to speak to you more loudly. Body language in humans as well as mice may give you very useful information at this present time. That's random. Especially if you learn to read it properly. The clues to the answers you seek and the things you need to know are all around you. You are surrounded by omens, portents, and signs, but the signs are not written on billboards in large letters. They are in the small happenings of your life. Be awake and aware. Hint: if you work out what the question really is, it is much easier to recognize the answer when it comes. So, you're getting signs from the universe this week, Gemini. If you know what your question is, then you might be able to find the answer. That's interesting. So number 21, the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Someone else got this one this week too. I've forgotten who. Love given, love received, metaphorical open heart surgery. My goodness, okay. I'd forgotten, but that's what this is. Oh, wow. What can I say here? Love, sweet love. Accept it, burnish it up, add to it, and pass it on. The presence of the fairy who was kissed by the pixies suggests giving and receiving love and intimacy in any of a wide variety of relationships. She gives notice that this is a time to open and heal our hearts. Different aspects of life may well be flowing happily together, healing separations and hurts from the past. Bonding may take place and deep feeling emerge. Changes for the better may occur in all aspects of life, but especially in relationships, which may be deepening and becoming richer. You may be experiencing love therapy for opening the heart as new relationships begin and old ones develop. Enjoy. So that sounds pretty exciting, Gemini. There may be love, there may be reconciliation, there may be parts of your life coming together in a fulfilling way. So there may be, someone at work that you end up really liking and getting to know better and feeling connected to. A new friendship may form. A new romance may arrive. It's hard to say, but love in all forms, and watching for the small details, checking out body language, those things seem to be called for this week. So that's pretty exciting. I hope you have a great week, Gemini. Thank you for letting me read for you. It's always an honor. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed. We've gone up to about 167 now, which I know is a very small number compared to some people on YouTube, but to me it's amazing, and it makes me so happy to know that you find value here. So thank you so much. For those of you that have not subscribed, please consider doing so. Every like, share, and subscribe helps the messages get out to more people, and that's really my goal. It's just a passion project for me to do these readings. It's not my profession, so I do think there's value here, and I really thank you for helping me to spread them around. So thank you. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.